Recap of Days of Our Lives. Friday, May 31st. Melinda gets arrested, Nicole confronts Sloan, and Bobby and Jada have a surprise encounter. Weekly spoilers from June 3 to 7. Ella's plot to kill and Sarah crosses the line. On Monday, June 3rd, Kristen presented her wild pitch for Gabby, while Sloan faced a hurdle to escape, giving Leo the upper hand. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. In the latest Days of Our Lives episode on Friday, May 31, Stephanie sought Marlena's advice before Everett Lynch's intervention. Marlena assured Stephanie she would be there for support. In the meantime, Everett had a dream where Jada shared her own troubling dream with him. Despite Jada's concerns, Bobby reassured her and they shared a passionate kiss. However, things took a turn when Stephanie appeared in the dream and confronted them, causing Everett to wake up in a panic. When Jada showed up at his door in reality, Everett suspected Stephanie's involvement wasn't just a coincidence. Jada and Stephanie confessed they were present because Marlena suspected Everett had dissociative identity disorder, but Everett became angry, insisting his memory issues were due to his car accident injuries. Stephanie and Jada argued that Everett had unresolved trauma, but Bobby intervened, claiming he had to protect Everett and that he was still married to Jada, unsettling her. Jada questioned why Bobby would still want to be married to her, but he insisted they were a great match. Stephanie tried to reason with Everett, believing he was still there somewhere, but Bobby pushed her and Jada to leave. At the Dimura mansion, E.J. Dimura discussed with Nicole Dimura the need to select a new name for Jude Brady. Nicole allowed Jude was cute and refocused out that he was used to it, but she ultimately conceded since E.J. was adamant about this. After E.J. left with the baby in the stroller, he banged into Marlena in front of the cantina. Marlena sounded sad as she saluted Jude, but she assured E.J. that she was happy for him and got his gratefulness for being so gracious about all this. Coming on Friday's day's occasion, Marlena joined Jada and Stephanie for Everett's intervention. Bobby collapsed with a headache as his agitation boiled over, so Marlena tried to keep him calm as he rested in the fate. Although Bobby eventually agreed to head to the sanitarium for treatment, he murmured about no way letting Everett back out and left Stephanie bothered she'd no way see Everett again. After Melinda Trask got relief of incurious Rafe Hernandez, she gentled herself on the reverse. Melinda was relieved over satisfying Rafe she had no motive to help Sloan Peterson, Brady, and that she hadn't been involved in the Jude handoff at all. In the city forecourt on Friday's day's occasion, Eric Brady brazened Leo Stark about his part in keeping the Jude secret quiet. Eric manhandled Leo and grilled him about Sloan's whereabouts, but Leo swore he'd no idea where she was. Once Rafe intruded, Eric pushed Leo to get out of his sight. Leo bolted before Rafe spoke to Eric about Melinda's story, which Eric snappily dissented with since Melinda had been the one to drop off Jude and was surely involved. Leo stopped by Melinda's office to worry about the Bobbies coming for him, but Melinda played down that possibility since she formally got Rafe to back off. Once Leo was gone, Rafe showed back over to bewail about the evidence of Melinda's phony relinquishment involvement and blazoned that she was under arrest. Leo also caught up with E.J. outside the cantina, where he admitted he'd been lying about their earlier arrangement and how it didn't make sense. It was odd for E.J. to buy Leo's silence and bury the fact that his sprat with Nicole was alive, so Leo knew there was further to the baby switch story. Back at the Dimura manse on Friday's Days of Our Lives show, Nicole was stunned when Sloan popped up after sneaking in. Sloan wanted Nicole to know she didn't plan to steal a baby and sounded repentant, but Nicole flew into a rage and made a vaticination about Sloan's downfall. After Nicole smacked Sloan in the face, she made it clear that Sloan merited that and further. Nicole blustered about Sloan stealing her of 6 months of Jude's life and complained about Sloan acting like she was a lunatic for allowing Jude was hers. Likewise, Sloan made Nicole grovel for remission after she abducted Jude due to Sloan's negligence in the city forecourt. Nicole wondered what kind of person did all that, so Sloan fired back about Nicole being a fraud since she passed off Sydney Dimura as her own formerly upon a time. Nicole did not watch what Sloan allowed of her and picked up the phone to call the Bobbies, so Sloan headed for the door on Friday's day's occasion, only to find Eric standing in her path. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sloan will realize she's got a big escape problem on her hands, so stay tuned for updates on all the surprising news that's coming up. Get ready for a week full of excitement on Days of Our Lives as Ava's deadly intentions and Sarah's overstepping actions take center stage. In the upcoming episodes from June 3 to 7, 2024, fans will witness Sloan Peterson's departure causing chaos, while Clyde Weston adds fuel to the fire. E.J. DiMera faces a tough situation when he is interrogated by Leo Stark about a mysterious payoff. Meanwhile, Roman Brady suffers the loss of his grandson, and Kristen DiMera shocks Stephen DiMera with a surprising proposition on the hit NBC Peacock soap opera. Eric Brady manages to stop Sloan Peterson from fleeing town, and Ray Fernandez grows suspicious of DA Melinda Trask's involvement in Sloan's plan. Stay tuned for more drama and twists in the days ahead on Days of Our Lives. Sarah Horton is busy planning a surprise marriage, but Ava Vitale and Lucas Horton have more burning matters to deal with Officer Goldman. Kayla Brady is worried to discover Steve Johnson is leaving city. Chad DiMera receives life-changing news, and Eric shares an emotional moment with Nicole Walker about baby Jude on Days of Our Lives. The drama escalates with Maggie Horton-Kyriakis planning a marriage, at the same time while dealing with Julie Williams' pressure. Teresa Donovan and Brady Black partake in violent moment, while a compromising situation involving Teresa and Brady leaves Alex Kyriakis stunned. Stay tuned for further drama and suspension on Days of Our Lives from 6/3 to 6/7/2024. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, June 3 tease a surprising idea from Kristen DiMera for Stefan to consider. Kristen will pitch a bold plan that may involve freeing Gabby from prison. Stefan, determined to reunite with his wife legally, may push back against Kristen's wild suggestion. Kristen will have to come up with a more legitimate way to help Gabby if she wants to secure her place in the DiMera family. As Leo Stark continues his discussion with E.J. DiMera, he'll talk about how suspicious it was for E.J. to pay to bury the secret that Jude Brady, Oliver McClarty, was his child with Nicole DiMera. Days spoilers suggest Leo may come to the conclusion that Sloan Peterson, Brady pulled off a maternity switcheroo and presumed that E.J. is now posing as a baby daddy. This could fluently lead to Leo demanding further plutocrat, or at least requesting unborn favors in exchange for keeping his mouth shut. Over with Ray Fernandez, he just placed Melinda Trask under arrest for her part in the baby switch. Melinda tried to claim she had nothing to do with Jude's handoff, but Eric Brady disputed that since he knows she was heavily involved in the relinquishment and handed Jude over herself. Although Melinda will try to protest, Days spoilers say Rafe will be determined to throw the book at her. Melinda may have many tricks up her sleeve when it comes to getting off the hook, but effects may look bleak originally. As for Eric, he just caught Sloan trying to run out of the DiMera manse. Nicole is about to call the Bobbies, so Eric will rip into Sloan over all the pain she's caused and try to keep her from fleeing. Of course, Sloan is a slippery character who might end up making a break for it anyway, so stay tuned for updates on her coming move. Coming on Monday's Days of Our Lives occasion, Days observers will see a disheartened Roman Brady spare on Kate Roberts Brady. Roman will be down in the dumps over the whole Jude situation and how persecuted Eric is, but Kate will do her stylish to offer comfort. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Eric still has some good news ahead of him since he's actually Jude's natural father, so stick with us for prognostications on when that disclosure will come to light. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.